the Virtue Spire 4 and the Virtue Ace. The Spire 4 is very similar to the Spire 3, and the Virtue Ace is really a DLX Luxe that's been like made to look different. And they've also added 2 plastic pieces onto the Luxe. So there's a foregrip and a back cap that are plastic. Everyone kind of freaked out and lost their minds. So it required Virtue to release this statement on their Instagram page. I'm gonna try to read it, and we'll like see how I do this. It's really hard to read with all these lights on. It's like hard for me to see this. The Ace back cap and foregrip cover are made from a special high-strength proprietary performance material imported from France that's chromatic coated to match the loader. The material alone is actually 6 times more expensive than the type of nylon used on our loaders. Yeah. So they're saying that the plastic parts like that back cap, that clear back cap in that picture, are actually 6 times more expensive than the nylon on their hoppers, and it's very, very strong, which is good, I guess. And also, the anodized aluminum back cap is included for anyone that has a concern, as you do get both. So one of the problems and one of the like fears was that you were actually gonna like remove the bolt using that back cap. So you're gonna actually like pull up and remove the internals with that plastic piece, and you could put like a lot of pressure, right? And then maybe crack that back cap, and then you're like screwed and broke the thing. I mean, you can see it is plastic right there. They're not clear though, so they don't come clear. They come like, you know, matching the color of the guns. Yeah. And there's also the foregrip cover that's the same. I don't really think that the foregrip's gonna be an issue. I think that the people's main concern was that Virtue kind of just went really cheap. I mean, you're spending a lot of money on a high-end gun, and then they're putting plastic parts on it. So I do get that. But Virtue said too, we hope everyone is proud of the fact that they have the only chromatic parts on a paintball gun in history. I guess that's good. It's not something we cheaped out on. It's very costly to make the tools, for sure. The most costly injected materials we've ever used was purchased for the project. For sure. So even though it's plastic, it's still expensive to make this stuff. And I definitely understand why people want aluminum parts over plastic. You know, just aluminum parts feel more premium and they just feel nicer. So I understand people's like, you know, concern or upsetness with the plastic parts, but it does come with the aluminum back cap. All I wish is that it would include the back cap and an aluminum foregrip cover. So if it just came with both of those aluminum pieces, people would just stop complaining, and you know, you wouldn't really have much to complain about. It's like, what, you don't like the plastic ones, just put on the aluminum ones. Yeah. A thing that I do feel like they probably did incorrect though is in the description of the product, in the description of the gun, right? If you're reading it and you're looking to do a pre-order, it really doesn't clarify that those pieces are plastic. And since they are plastic, it doesn't clarify that it's stronger and all that stuff. They had to like put out this press release, you know? It's obvious, right? If you're spending $1,500 on something, you're spending the most you possibly can on a paintball gun, right? Like you can't spend more money than that. So it's not crazy to think that it would be the most premium and not have plastic pieces like a Tippmann Griffin. You know, the Griffin's $60. So I don't know, I get it, but Virtue, yeah. I don't know, I just think it's funny. And I think it's good that they like got on top of it at least. They at least like announced something and said something, but they probably should have done it before.